The basic problem is that China has put strict standards on the inbound recycling that they are now taking from us. So as processors, we have to clean up our recycling before shipping it over to China. As of January 1st, we had to start examining the recycling carts, and if they are contaminated, we're having to dump the entire cart as garbage. Where prior, China would accept about 5% contamination, which means 5% worth of garbage in the recycling. And now January 1st, they reduced that to less than 1%, which is about 0.5%. What we're finding is happening is that people with the small, maybe 32-gallon size of garbage run out of room in their gray cart, and they're taking that extra bag and they're placing it into their blue cart. Most of our residents in the city of San Bruno are wonderful recyclers. They do a great job, and their recycling is 95% clean. This program is really targeted towards the people that are using their blue as an overflow for their garbage. And we're seeing highly contaminated blue recycling carts, and those are the carts that are going to get tagged and eventually then fined. We spoke with all of our residential drivers to ask them, what are the big contaminants in the recycling cart? And their answer was clothing, diapers, styrofoam, electronic waste, and food. All those items do not belong in the blue bin. So right now, when a driver comes up to a home and he notices that the recycling is contaminated, today he takes the recycling and dumps it as garbage. Moving forward, effective May 7th, we are going to start placing door hangers, such as this, on the blue recycling cart. We're going to tell the customer that the recycling that they put out was contaminated and we dumped it as garbage. And then if it's contaminated upon our next service day again, there will be a charge. The general public all received a newsletter that went out a couple of weeks ago to every resident in San Bruno, notifying them of why this was going into place and what was to come, what was following. We're going to follow up with those cart hangers and follow that up with a letter that's going to go to customers, because we do know that a cart hanger can fall off, it can go in the recycling, but we want to be able to make sure that our residents are notified that they have contaminated their recycling, and there will be a charge following their next contamination. Our cart hangers are in both English and Spanish, and our customer service team utilizes language lines, so if a resident speaks another language, they can call our office and we can certainly assist them. If a resident ignores our door hanger and our letter, and they continue to contaminate their recycling, it will continue to get dumped weekly if it's as garbage, and they will continue to incur a fee each and every time. So if a resident's unsure if an item that's in their hand is recyclable or if it's garbage, there's several options they have. They can call our office at the 650-583-8536 and ask the customer service representative. They can also go onto the website, and there's a link called What Bin, and they can type in the item and it will tell you which cart to put it in. For the harder to recycle items such as clothing, electronic waste, we encourage the residents to visit our website, which will give them opportunities of where to go. The cart hanger will also have a couple of options, and you can always call customer service and they'll be happy to direct you in the right direction. Most of our residents in the city of San Bruno are wonderful recyclers. They do a great job, and their recycling is 95% clean. This program is really targeted towards the people that are using their blue as an overflow for their garbage. And we're seeing highly contaminated blue recycling carts, and those are the carts that are going to get tagged and eventually then fined. Recycling is really the basics. It's plastic, aluminum, glass, and paper. That's strictly the things that go into the blue cart. There's also reuse, which we would love everybody to still utilize, and that's if you have an item that's reusable, to definitely get it donated or call our office and we can give you some options on how to reuse that item. But reuse items do not go into the blue bin. So Recology really wants the residents of San Bruno to continue on their very strong recycling path. We also want them to remember they can utilize the organics program that we put into place years ago. So please make sure you're utilizing your gray, your blue, and your green bin. And if you're not sure where to put an item, please call our customer service team.